it's time to finally finish some of my books. Hey folks, it's Abby and today I'm going to be telling you my December TBR, hence the Christmas theme. Yes, this is a Robin with a bobble hat. We love. This TBR is going to be a little bit different from my usual ones because I'm usually like, yes, I'm going to start and finish this book and this book and this book, but that is not what's happening on this one. With this TBR there is one group read, there is one reread, and everything else is me finishing books that I've already started. So I'm going to start off with a thematic one, which is A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. This is my reread. I read this for the first time I think in 2019 and I read it on Christmas Day whilst my mother was cooking the Christmas dinner. I would really love to reread this at some point in December. I don't mind when, I'm not particular about reading it on Christmas Day, but it would be nice to read this again in December and just enjoy the story once again. If you don't know, A Christmas Carol is about a man called Scrooge. He is where we get the term from, where someone is unwilling to gift money and to help people in financial situations. To try and get him to be a better human being, he is visited by three ghosts. The ghosts of the past, the present and the future, who show him what his life was, what his life is and what his life will be. And this kind of scares him into being a good person. I have loved the animated adaptation, I really enjoyed that, and my dad used to watch the old classic realistic version when I was a kid, so yeah, this is a great story and a nice quick one. This is obviously a little bit shorter than your standard paperback and it's about 100 pages, so a nice little book. From the bottom, because these were in size order, my group read is Midnight by Landy, which is the 11th book in the Skullduggery Pleasant series. I won't say too much what this is about because obviously we're so far in, but essentially magic, Ireland, walking talking skeleton detective, young girl joins the world. And then it goes from there, starts off as middle grade, by this point it's YA. This is going to be read along with the Dead Famous read-along as always, and we'll be doing a live show for it later on in the month. Not sure yet when that will be. I'm really looking forward to getting to this one because this has a lot in it. I mentioned this in my November wrap-up, which is coming up tomorrow, that I am now, with season 2, the only one who has read all of the books already. So I'm just like, oh, this one's juicy! And the others don't know what's going to hit them. So yes, very excited to reread this one, and although it is a big book, it should be a nice quick read for me. It's just over 400 pages, so a nice quick one. And then we have the books that I started in October and September and haven't finished. Mainly because of moving. Let's be real, mainly because of moving. So I'm going to start with the one that I started the earliest, and that is Major Labels by Kelefa Sanneh. This was given to me as an ARC copy by Canongate. Obviously it came out in October, I should have read it in September, and I did read a good chunk of it. I read 254 pages of a non-fiction book that's this high with regular writing style in September, and then October and November were hell. And then I recovered at the end of November. So I want to actually finish this off and give it a proper review because so far I really like it. It's a really good non-fiction book and so far I really recommend it. I can only imagine it will be the same for the rest of it. The sections are just different genres of music, so I'm really looking forward to actually sitting down and finishing this one. As I mentioned, this is a non-fiction book that just discusses different genres of music, mainly in the United States from a Black American point of view. Then we have A Song of Wraiths and Ruin by Roseanne A. Brown. I am 76 pages through this one. So this book is set around Ghanaian mythology, as that is where the author immigrated from, and it is a fantastic YA fantasy so far. I'm really enjoying it. I really like how the world has been developed just this little bit into the book, so I'm really looking forward to actually delving in fully and really enjoying this. And then my last two books are classics. The least intimidating is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde with the Merry Men and Other Stories by R.L. Stevenson. I've read most of this and it's small already. So I am in the middle of Olala, and then I have The Treasure of Franchard to read, and then I'm done. That is it, which is like 70 pages. Not bad. Stevenson has great ideas, but I don't enjoy how he executes them, and I kind of agree with his wife for throwing Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde in the fire when she first read it. Like, I like the concept, but I could write it better. And I can't write. And then the very last book that I don't know if I'll finish, but I would like to make a nice good dent in it, and that is The Three Musketeers by Alexandre Dumas. This is a classic about some blokes running around with swords. I am as of filming, 189 pages into this 550 page classic, but I'm enjoying it. I just haven't had the time to sit down and read it. So I had been reading a chapter a day. I'm not going to do that anymore. I might bring it back later in the month if I need the motivation, but I'm just going to see if I can get through it. I would really like to finish this before the end of the year, because on the 1st of January 2022, me and Olivia Savannah from Olivia's Catastrophe are going to be reading The Count of Monte Cristo by Dumas. So I would like to have this done by then. Fingers crossed I manage it. I read 50 pages in November, and that was just from reading a chapter a day for 1 week, and then I ended up stopping. So I think that that shows I can do it. I can make good progress. I just need to get my butt in gear and actually sit down and read the book. So fingers crossed I can actually manage this one, finally. But if I don't, I won't be too mad. I can just read this alongside Cristo. It doesn't matter. So this is just a pretty please one. And this is it. This is my December TBR. So the only thematic thing is A Christmas Carol. That's the only one. I don't really have Christmas books. It's not really something that I read. One reread, one group read, and I just want to finish off some damn books. Let me know what you want to read in December. Do you have like a thematic Christmas themed TBR, or if you celebrate another holiday, do you have a Hanukkah themed TBR or a Kwanzaa themed TBR or anything else? Let me know down in the comments below. If not, then let me know the book that you're most excited to read in December. And thank you so much for watching, folks. If you'd like to see some more from me and to see how my year wraps up and my goals for 2022, then please do hit subscribe so you can keep seeing my videos, and hit the like button so that YouTube knows that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, folks, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!